Have you ever prayed for a breakthrough? Have you ever sat there, hands clasped, eyes shut tight, hoping, wishing, begging for something to change? And yet, nothing happened? Did you feel frustrated? Did you start doubting whether your prayers were even heard? Or maybe you thought, why is nothing working for me? But let me tell you something. Prayers are not magic spells. They are not meant to replace effort. They are meant to fuel it. Now tell me this. What did you do after that prayer? Did you sit back and wait for a miracle? Or did you stand up and get to work? Because the real question isn't just did you pray? It's did you act? So many people stop at the prayer, expecting doors to open without ever knocking. They want success, but they won't step onto the battlefield. They want results, but they won't put in the sweat. They wait, hoping for a miracle when the real miracle is in their own two hands, if only they choose to use them. Because here's the truth. Faith without action is nothing. Prayer is powerful, but it's not a substitute for effort. You can't ask God to move mountains while sitting there doing nothing. You've got to pick up the shovel and start digging. And don't just dig blindly. Dig with purpose, with determination, with an unshakable belief that your effort, combined with your faith, will create the breakthrough you've been asking for. Prayer is the ignition, but action is the engine that drives your life forward. There's a reason why people say God helps those who help themselves. Because faith is not a passive thing. Faith is a force that drives you forward, gives you courage when fear tries to stop you, and pushes you beyond what you think you're capable of. But it only works when you move. Sitting in fear, waiting for everything to align perfectly, will never get you anywhere. You've got to step forward even when you're unsure, even when the path isn't clear. Because real faith isn't about seeing, it's about trusting and acting anyway. You can pray for strength, but if you don't step into the challenge, how will you know how strong you are? You can pray for opportunities, but if you don't knock on doors, how will they ever open? God places blessings in your path, but it's up to you to take the steps to receive them. Think about it. Would an athlete ever build muscle without lifting weights? Would an artist ever master their craft without practice? Would a business ever grow without someone putting in the work? No, because growth demands action. The blessings you seek are already on the horizon, but they won't reach you if you're standing still. When you pray, you ignite something within you. You align yourself with a higher power, you gain strength, clarity, and purpose. But prayer alone won't build your dreams. God gives you the tools, but you have to pick them up and use them. But here's the key. Your effort is the fuel that brings those prayers to life. Without action, even the greatest blessings remain untapped potential. You've got to move. You've got to grind. You've got to act like it's all on you. Because in a way, it is. God can open doors, but you have to walk through them. God can guide you, but you have to take the journey. Faith isn't about sitting and waiting. It's about believing so deeply that you're willing to put in the sweat, the sacrifice, and the struggle. Because that's when transformation happens. Think about the greats. Michael Jordan didn't pray his way to 6 championships. He prayed, then he trained harder than anyone else. Oprah didn't just pray for success. She put in the relentless effort to make it happen. Elon Musk didn't just dream of Tesla and SpaceX. He put in the work, took the risks, and made it real. Steve Jobs didn't just sit back and hope Apple would succeed. He made tough decisions, faced failures, and kept pushing forward. Faith fuels action. But action brings results. So many people pray for a miracle, but refuse to be the miracle in their own lives. They ask for guidance, but ignore the steps they need to take. They ask for strength, but run from the struggle that builds it. They beg for success, but refuse to embrace the discipline. the long hours, the persistence that success demands. Real faith is stepping into the unknown, armed with nothing but trust and determination. Real faith is falling, failing, and getting back up, knowing God is still with you. Real faith is understanding that while God gives you the resources, you are the one who must build the life you desire. But here's the thing. This isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about learning, adapting, and continuously pushing your limits. It's about resilience. Because no matter how much effort you put in, you will face obstacles. You will experience failure. You will have moments where everything seems to fall apart. But those moments are not the end. They are the beginning of your comeback. You see, effort without perseverance is like fire without fuel. It won't last. You can't just work hard for a day, a week, or a month and expect miracles. Greatness is built over years of dedication, discipline, and consistency. So let me ask you, are you willing to fight for what you prayed for? Are you willing to rise every time you fall? Are you willing to put in the work, even when no one is watching, even when it feels like nothing is happening? Because those who do, they are the ones who see God's blessings unfold in ways they never imagined. Don't just pray for an opportunity, prepare for it with relentless dedication. Don't just wish for success, work for it with unshakable persistence, pushing past every obstacle in your way. And don't just wait for a miracle, be the miracle by taking bold action, stepping up when others step back, and proving through your effort that you are ready for the blessings you seek. Your faith and your effort together will create something extraordinary. So keep going, keep pushing, because God is with you. But it's still your move every step you take, every sacrifice you make, every challenge you overcome brings you closer to the breakthrough you've been praying for. But here's the truth. You can't just work when it's easy, when it's convenient, when you feel motivated. You have to work when you're tired, when you're doubting, when the world is throwing obstacles in your path. Because that's when true faith and true strength are tested. That's when your character is built. You have to remind yourself daily that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you are designed for greatness. But you have to step into it. God will open doors, but you must walk through them with determination. He will give you strength, but you must put it to use. He will guide you, but you must take the journey. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The time to act is now. Because the only way to see the results of your faith and your prayers is through relentless, unwavering effort. So stand up, push forward, and make it happen. Because God is with you, but it's still your move. So, what are you waiting for? Pray with all your heart. Trust that God has a plan. But then, get up and work, like you are the answer to your own prayers. Because in the end, faith and action together, that's unstoppable. But here's the truth. Most people never realize this. They pray, they wish, they dream, but they never take the leap. They never push beyond their comfort zone. And that's why they stay stuck. Don't be like them. Be the person who doesn't just hope. Be the person who moves, who fights, who refuses to quit, who understands that God will bless the work of your hands, but only if you put your hands to work. Don't just wish for a better life. Build one. Don't just dream of success. Chase it relentlessly. Don't just ask for strength. Prove you deserve it by pushing through the challenges that come your way. So stand up, step forward, and make your dreams happen. Because God is with you, but it's your move. And remember this, when you take action, you inspire others to do the same. When you refuse to quit, you show others what's possible. When you step up, You become the example of faith in motion. You become the spark that ignites change in the world around you. Because when one person decides to rise, they give others permission to do the same. But don't just rise for a moment. Rise every single day. Don't just push when it's easy. Push when it's hard. Because true faith is not just believing when things are going well, but believing even when everything seems to be against you. It's about standing firm when the storm hits, about working through the exhaustion, about refusing to settle for anything less than the greatness you were created for. The world doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who act. So make today the day you stop wishing and start doing. Not tomorrow. Not next week, right now. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you've been praying for is the work you're willing to put in today. The dreams you have, the goals you've set, the prayers you've whispered in the dark, they are all within reach. But you must be willing to chase them with everything you've got. So get up, move forward, and make it happen. Because God has already given you everything you need. It's up to you to use it. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.